Your mama. Who the fuck is this? Your mama. A crazy lunatic, she says I am. Look at this fat woman named Rachel. Everybody, like and subscribe. Here we go again. Remember, West Coast Tyrant Watcher. If you don't believe me, just watch this shit. Look how they act. They think they can make somebody go where they want him to go. This woman here just said I was smoking weed in front of a kid. I wasn't smoking anything. This is who she is. She's driving this Elantra. It's bitch 5896. BCH 5896, this woman. And she thinks that she thinks that the cops are going to come here and do something for her feelings. I think she needs to see a doctor. I think she needs to see a plastic surgeon. I think she needs to see a mortician. She might be dead too. Look at her. But anyway, there's no outlet for her. She's got herself into some shit. This woman, I used to go and smoke weed with her on her porch when I lived here. And now I've been living here for several months, and yet she comes running out of her house. That's Rachel. And that's her dog Copper, and that's her two daughters. I used to play with them all the time. I used to bring Lady over here, if you know me at all. And this fucking bitch here, she comes out of nowhere from up the hill. And several times they've tried to get me arrested and do shit weird. And look how they're acting. And if they didn't come out here and tell me to go somewhere, about 10 minutes ago around the corner, some fucknuts over there asked me, a neighbor of mine right across the fucking way here, asked me if I need help, like I'm some stranger wandering the streets. And then now this lady comes here and she's like, I got my weed pipe in my hand. Everybody knows that. I'm puffing my smoke and there's no kids out here. And this fucking, she drives up and just starts talking crazy, you know, just blabbering. She did it just to do this so she could be on YouTube and look like a fucking bitch. And this woman right here, she thinks she can open her door and let Copper run over here to me and then come out here and threaten me and tell me her husband's going to assault me when he gets home. And I'm going to post this. I should live stream this, actually, people. Hey, wait a second. I'm thinking about it. If I have enough viewers. But aside from that, they think they're going to call the cops. They're not going to come out here and fuck with me. They know better. This is Juan Gonzalez watching the West Coast Tyrant Watcher. And our own neighbors, they try to come here and try to get me arrested for shit. They always call the cops on me, but you can't do shit in somebody in public. And they didn't see shit, so it doesn't matter what they say. Even if I was smoking weed in front of a kid, them saying that doesn't mean nothing. It's what can the cops know? What does he know? What does he see? He better not see it. That's how you go. That's how the law. But we all know what I was doing. Everyone who knows what I was doing. I'm by myself. I don't smoke weed in front of kids. No cops, no kids. I'll light up anywhere in front of this fucking woman here, Rachel. We used to smoke pot together. Me and this woman. She'd give me weed when she had it, man. Look at, this is in her house. Let me get in her windows. And she'd get me mad as fuck about all this because she got herself involved in something. She hasn't said nothing to me since I've been back home. And there's my home there. We know that. That's a very good doggy there, and I'm just a good little girl. And these people here, I got them closed up. So whatever happens, we see where they came from and everything. This person came from around the way. And they come in little groups and stuff. And if you're not moving, I've learned man, believe it or not, these motherfuckers will park their cars and get out and walk to where you're at, man. And I mean, and some of them, they have some agreement, or they have the rules are in the club, you know, that you got to stay out and you got to stay involved no matter what, like her. Any other person in their mind right now would have went back inside with the cops telling her, hey, man, we can't come there and do nothing to him for fucking, what did he do? You're saying he did what? Your kids are in the fucking house and you're calling 911. People with guns to come out here and shoot her because she's lying. And that's what they'll do. One of these times they're going to grab one of these false callers and they're going to, oh, look at this. Here we go. And we deal with this too. You know. And here's another neighbors we have. And it's like when you're in a certain area and they're in mass, you've got to, they all have to come out and make their little appearances and they use their company vehicles. I give a fuck. Not all of them, but some of them do. Here's something you might not know. Amazon.com has more than 1,000 private armed security guards that use their own vehicles and their own everything for doing security in and throughout Seattle. That's more than there are police officers in Seattle, everybody. And if you go to Seattle, man, you are going to see so many fucking Amazon trucks and the FedEx, or you're going to think it's a goddamn conspiracy, but it's employment, man. They're watching their goddamn blocks. I don't freak out about that shit anymore. But some of these people around here, they are mobilized, educated, practiced. At this point, they're habitual motherfucking cocksucking assholes. And that's my American speech. That's what I feel about some people, and I can feel that way. And look, they're all practicing. They even have kids, man. They even have children. Not everyone, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of people around here that are good fucking people. However, there are some people that do shit blatantly and deliberately just meant to fuck with you. But I have nuts, and they can suck these motherfucking nizuts. I give a fuck, whoever they might be. If it's not you, man, you know, I'm sorry, man. I'm crazy. But if it's not you, you know what I'm talking about if you live out here. If you're from around here, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, look at somebody who's not from around here if you are and tell them, hey, man, that motherfucker ain't lying, dude. There are fucking people out there organized and committed to just making motherfuckers feel uncomfortable. I've been told to move. I've been asked to play a song. And when I said like a funny response, I get told to shut up, you fucking pedophile, in the middle of the night. Way up there, man, at 1:30 in the morning, a guy just blurts out to a man in the middle of the street, hey, play me a song. And when I said, listen to this fucking bitch. Hear that bitch? Listen to this fucking whore. She wants to fuck or something, I bet you. Look at her. She's happy that the police are coming. She's happy about that. Here come the police, she says. Who's this? Oh, a new guy. Who's this?
What's going on, man?
Who are you?
My name's Deputy Jackson.
Hey, Mr. Jackson, there's nothing going on, man. This fucking woman just being a bitch. She's calling you and wasting time. I can't believe that she's wasting dollars like this, man.
Well, what are you doing out here?
I'm not choosing answering your questions, but you see what I'm doing out here. You can your assessment?
Right, my assessment is you're being disorderly.
Which means I'm causing threats to somebody of physical harm. It's causing them to feel like they're in imminent danger, and I'm within 500 feet of a funeral or a wake or. See, I know the fucking law. That's disorderly conduct. First of all, disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct? What did you see me doing? Hey, Mr. Garcia, tell him to go home. He's going to make himself look really bad. Where do you think I am?
Who do I think you
I'm on 12th and Wakefield. Where do you think I am, Mr. Garcia?
Okay, well...
Where do you think I am? I'm on my home, right?
I'm
I'm standing right here. I don't give a fuck what she said.
Clark.
I'm not, you know what I don't
Clark.
do, man. John, don't call me Clark.
Okay, John.
You're Mr. Garcia. I'm
okay.
John.
John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Jax.
Look.
I'm John,
nice
man.
to meet you, sir. I'll do a fist bump. There we go.
Good
It's all about the
person,
fist
man.
bumps. Look. I understand where you are.
Mr. Jackson, you know I have my weed pipe in my hand. You know I don't smoke in front of kids. I don't give a fuck about courtesy at this point. I care about the law. You do too. I'm telling you what happened.
Okay, tell me what happened today.
Okay, thank you, man. She told you what happened, right?
No.
Now, okay, well, you guys got enough of a story where I'm being treated like a criminal. So now let me tell you what happened. I'm standing, okay, and do I legally have to help you in your investigation to incriminate myself?
John.
I don't have to. So this is a consensual conversation, right? We are staying focused.
Okay,
it's consensual. Do I have the right now to say, Mr. Garcia?
John,
You see, thank you, Mr. Now I'm going to tell you. Thank you. You just said, yeah, John. Listen, no,
John,
I'm out here with my weed.
No,
come over here. I'm out here with my weed pipe. I'm not smoking. I'm smoking way over there. And I'm just standing out here. I'm telling you.
There's going to be a lot of children and families out tonight.
Do you see any out here?
Listen, the perception is when you're out here hanging out, behaving the way you are, most people aren't used to that behavior, so it kind of catches them off guard.
Mr. Garcia, you're looking good right now.
Listen, it's alarming to them.
You're
okay?
Right. And keep my shit down and do it right time for everything.
Just
I understand.
Yourself, okay?
I did.
There's going to be a lot
Mr.
of
Garcia,
this
is what they saw. This is what they saw. Look, this is what they saw.
Well, what is the perception of that, John?
And then this is what they saw. Then this is what they saw. As soon as they said something, this is what they saw.
What does that look like to a reasonable person, John?
What does that look